The World Eaters and the Word Bearers breached the gates of Dystopian. Kinguard soldiers watched as they marched through the city. They were confused by what they were seeing, and they conveyed this message to the Praxery of Dystopian.
We're not under attack.
No, Lord. But they are within the city walls. There are thousands of them.
What are they doing?
I don't know, Lord, but I think they're coming here.
Before the Praxery could respond, the throne room door swung open. The two Primarchs entered the room, followed by ranks of World Eaters and Word Bearers. And the room fell silent.
Forgive my ignorance. I have been away for many years. Who is the ruling family?
The boy sitting upon the throne didn't say anything, instead letting a Kinguard soldier standing to his left speak for him.
The ruling family is House Thalkir, sir. Is there a matter which we can assist you with?
Thalkir.
All eyes were on Angron as he approached the throne.
I haven't heard that name in many years.
Who are you?
The soldier said in shaking fear.
The last time I stood on this planet, I was also called Thalkir. Angron Thalkir.
Angron? That's impossible. He couldn't still be alive. He fought in the Shelka Mountains nearly 100 years ago. He ran away from the battle. He left his army to die.
Ran away.
The soldier tried to speak, but was overcome with terror and couldn't form a single word. Angron grabbed the soldier by the head, lifting him up with one hand.
Left my army to die!
The nails had taken control. Angron squeezed the life out of the soldier.
Shit, Jesse, I got this really head-crushing headache, man. It's been bothering me all week, dude. All week. Memorial Day, on Memorial Day, that's when it happened. I don't know what it is. How you doing, Jesse?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
So good to have you on the show. We got a lot to talk about. So, folks, in case you don't know who Jesse Jett is, he is the voice for the end credit music that we always play for our morning show. Jesse Jett's been very kind and generous in letting us give him some good old shout outs and promos. So, people, please, if you're not following Jesse Jett on all social media, if you're not following me anywhere, in the links in the description box below, we have show notes. There's a link to Jesse Jett's Bandcamp. That way you can help him out, support his work, because why? It's the right thing to do. Otherwise, Angron's going to be knocking at your door. And listen, folks. I don't want to be held responsible for how Angron's going to be dealing with you. Okay, so there you go. But Jesse, how you doing? How are you doing in this in this moment right now? You got a couple of new projects that you're working on, as well as a brand new weapon of mass peace, not destruction.
I do.
Peace.
It's true.
So what's going on, buddy?
New guitar on board. As anyone that watches my show knows, my guitar was in serious need of replacement. You could hear the splintered wood on a really low chord. You could hear it just resonating apart. So we had a lot of donations from people and a lot of album sales when I let everyone know I was looking to save up for one. Mm-hmm. And we finally got it. It was no small feat thanks to Guitar Center. Because fuck Guitar Center. That was a nightmare going back and forth with them to finally get it. It showed up damaged, then they made me jump through a bunch of hoops, but it's finally here. It sounds great. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm super excited. Only used it on a couple of streams so far. Mm-hmm. Have yet to record anything with it, but it'll be what I'll use for the next album. So
well, brother, I'm really happy about that. And lately you've been killing it because now you're working on a brand new album. I know you had a Dust of Better Days as well as a whole other new soundtrack, poems, and everything else. But this new album that you're working on, I mean, let's face it. You know, we kind of want to know what's the whole direction for this one, because this election cycle. Because let's face it,
right?
How can you not write anything for everything that's been happening this election cycle?
Exactly, and I can't. You know, I have to. I keep writing no matter what. So, this next album is going to be a little weird, but super fun, because I want to do it basically as a concept album of you listening to different radio stations. If this was just picking up different broadcasts and periodically getting interrupted by some other transmission, getting little blurbs of other things throughout. So it would give me an excuse to play around with whatever genre I want to do, you know, jumping around from station to station, get to do my own commercials for fake pharmaceuticals, my own fake campaign ads for people like Cy Oppenheimer, like, you know, the radio stations in like Grand Theft Auto on steroids, just something like that with a political tinge still.
Dude,
we kind of interrupt. I get to interrupt myself with all of a sudden, you know, a kind of a transmission from the black site, as it were, of me hurriedly doing this poem or whatever that cuts into your broadcast, and then you lose it, and then it comes back later, and it'll just kind of be whatever kind of weird stream of consciousness, you know, shit I want to do. But yeah, it really lets me, like I said, you know, be my own politician, be my own. Dude. my own drug commercials. There's just a lot of fun things I want to do with this. So I'm going to do it all. I'm like, why not? You know? So
are you feeling down? Are you feeling sad and depressed? This one and all magic pill that is produced by the Jett major pharmaceutical corporation can deal with all the medical issues that are impacting you. Even you, and you could hear
my side effect list is hilarious. I've already got
you can already hear the happy music, like people are dancing. When you hear the side effects, it's like, oh Jesus Christ! If I take this thing, it's gonna make my life miserable.
Yep. And you know, I especially in the last few years, listening to the radio on my way to work, hearing what they do in commercials. It's so kind of ham-handed, the sound effects they use for drug commercials, and they always have to remind you of like you get to spend time with your family, cue the sound of a barbecue grill and a child's laughter. There's just so many. I feel like I know those inside and out now. So to do my own, you know, is just gonna be really cathartic for one thing, but almost second nature. And it's also a really great excuse for me to find a home for some things I've already written that didn't feel right on other records. Like I have a couple kind of bluegrassy tunes that I wrote last year in response to Oliver Anthony when he blew up. One called Outsourced and one called Welfare. And I never knew what to do with those. But if we have a quick jaunt to a country western station, there's my home. And a few other things that just like kind of normal songs. I'm like, what the hell am I going to do with these? You know? So there's my answer. I'll get to have my own normal songs that then get interrupted when you lose the station and pick up something that's talking about what you should be paying attention to. So yeah, it's just going to be, it's daunting for sure, especially when, you know, anyone that knows me knows that, working on any of my projects, it's hard to find the motivation, because the same thing I draw inspiration from, which is what's going on in our day to day, it's also one of those things that makes you want to kind of crawl into a hole and forget about things. It doesn't make you want to be productive necessarily. So I'm really lucky when I have days where it motivates me to like write and record. Because there are some times where, you know, watching what's coming out of Gaza, it makes you want to tear your teeth out. It doesn't make you want to go start a project and do a fun record, you know. But I also want it to feel like what it feels like for any of us when we're trying to just enjoy normal shit and listen to normal things, because you have this invasive voice reminding you of reality. And once you have that voice, it doesn't go away. And I think for me, for what this will be album 14, it's kind of hard to not have it be representative of like my mental state. And that's a little all over the place and multi-genre and full of weird commercials. So that's how the record's going to be.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, like, look, I mean, with everything that we're seeing in this election cycle, because this is going to be more of a relaxed conversation, but we are going to be talking about two major events before we get to hear some of the outstanding music and poetry from Jesse Jett. That's right, we're going to get Jesse Jett's 2 cents. We're going to put him in the hot seat. But this election cycle, I asked it to be interesting. Yeah.
Sorry. Flared up on me real quick. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in charge of the ones and twos. Like I tell all my trolls, like especially the liberal ones who come in here, be like, "Hey guys, I'm going to convert you. You're going to belong to me. You're the master I'm the master vampire here." Okay, so everybody, so they, but nonetheless, like this whole election cycle has been interesting. And I asked, here's the thing, people say, be careful what you ask for, you just might get it. And I asked for this election cycle to be interesting. I'm a little bit disappointed with some aspects of it, but pretty much I would have, if I had to grade this in comparison to 2016 and 2020, this one's like a B minus. The other two were epic fails of epic proportions, because people just really showed me for how much of a sellout they truly are. And we need music, we need art, we need expression to talk about the ongoing rage. And let's be clear, there is a growing rage in this country towards the politicians, the media, our institutions, and
thank goodness. Thank fucking goodness.
Not only that, not only to our quote unquote institutions and peoples of authority, but even to entertainment as well. Hollywood itself is definitely eating its fair share of humble pie, because we're seeing the absolute collapse of the movie industry. And first of all, it's not like I rejoice in this. It's not like I rejoice it, but at the same time too, if you're going to be treating people like shite, if you're going to be making nothing but crap and corporate propaganda, then
pants check you. And shoes, for those wondering. I can't do a stream without shoes on, but pants checking.
Kilt. Hawaiian shirt and a kilt.
Nice.
There you go. Hawaiian shirt.
I do have the tank top on deck too, if we need to get extra relaxed later.
Nah, man. So hey, man. It's all good. It's all good. Say, folks, I decided to be a little bit more relaxed for the show.
If I see an album purchase on Bandcamp while we're streaming, I gotta go to the tank top. That's just. I don't make the rules, Kit. I just follow them.
Hey man, this is a Friday evening live stream. These rarely happen. Hard Lens Media used to be on the evening, and now we're a reputable morning show. So of course we're gonna be more relaxed, man. A Hawaiian shirt, freaking kilt, as we should. So there we go. I did promise. I did promise that, and we are growing into that. But now, hold on, Jesse. Before we start talking about some of the new music and poetry that you have cooking up, all right? Yeah. Double check the stove, by the way. Something recent happened, something earth-shattering. The liberals are saying they finally own Trump. They indicted him.
They got him.
Yeah, they got him the verdict of 34 counts of being guilty for the same charge. Your thoughts, your 2 cents, Jesse Jett. What do you got to say?
Phase 1 of Operation Lock Him Up. No, I mean, it doesn't. If you have that much money and that kind of status, those kind of charges don't mean anything. No. The law doesn't apply to you the same way it would to any other schmuck. It's a field day for libs, and I mean, they're already like, we did it. We saved America.
Oh, they did.
So if that's all it takes for them, that's what they've been waiting for this whole time. I guess they deserve their little win, because now they get to look around and see that's what's been sustaining them for all this time. That's what's kept them going. It's become like their whole personality in the last 4 years.
It's
8
like
years.
A placebo. It really is like a placebo for these people, because I talked about this earlier on the morning show. All these anti-Trumpers, all these vote blue no matter who people, you do realize that all of Trump's supporters have indicated that they're still going to vote for him, and this has caused the backlash to where people are saying, well, wait a minute, hold on, I wasn't going to vote, or I'm independent and I was going to do something else, but now I'm going to vote for Trump. It is the reverse effect. And one can theorize, and I'm pretty sure half the audience is probably going to agree with me on this one. Maybe everyone's going to agree with me on this one. But folks, it kind of looks like, well, this is what the Democrats want, because obviously old man Biden doesn't have the dog in him anymore. And what better way for the liberal establishment to refill its coffers and to rebuild its ranks than having a quote unquote fascist bad guy, Donald Trump, the orange boogeyman, be their end all be. It's almost like, okay, well, if Trump's going to be the guy, they don't care about democracy, but they know a quick way to get a quick buck, because there's obviously a lot of triggered, mentally challenged, and unserious people out there in this country that view Trump as something of this Hitler 2.0. And look, I got my problems with Trump too, but I have more legitimate criticism of Trump, especially for what he did to Julian Assange and some of the other things in regards to our own privacy and safety and being part of the establishment. So all this stuff about Trump being this and that, and he's going to destroy our liberty.
Russia. Yeah, exactly.
What freedom are you talking about when our politicians are being bought and sold every day? So I don't view Trump as the end all be all bad guy. I view the other politicians who've been in power for decades as the real freaking problem.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's my little rant about Trump and this whole indictment, or not indictment, but these verdicts. Real
quick. I just got an album purchase, so I got to strip down a layer. But keep going.
Oh, you got you got to strip down a layer. Oh my God!
Down to the American Tradition tank top, ladies and gentlemen.
What the
Hot
heck?
Pink. This can be yours on the Indie News Network website.
What? This is a family friendly shop.
Sorry about that, folks. Okay, we're back.
Hey, listen here, folks.
Self-promo time, ladies and gentlemen.
It is a promo.
The merch is hot.
All right, hey.
Not as hot as the seat, but it's hot.
There we go. Yeah, we
Why is it so crooked? Okay, there we go.
Hey, fix yourself. Square yourself away.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. We got
sitting at an angle. This is all over the place. Okay.
It's all I can't
it's
believe
still
it.
not,
Jesse, this is
maybe it's my collarbone. Did I break something?
It is the last time you're on this show ever.
Period. I know. Wardrobe malfunction. Can't get my shit together. Okay. That's as good as it's gonna get.
And you want to know what's hilarious? YouTube be like, I can't believe this is happening on a YouTube show.
We're gonna lose the channel.
Whoa. Hey, yo,
sorry, temporary. It'll just be a strike. I promise. You'll get
none of that.
You'll get it back.
But brother, this is it's good having you back on. So,
it's good to be back, man.
So I guess before we move on to the other video, because folks, we're gonna have fun here because we're gonna witness somebody getting beat to death. That's right.
I'm so excited to see this.
Oh man,
I've just heard.
Yeah, I know. Misty's tweet. Misty's tweet did it injustice, and I don't mean this in a bad. It's just Misty, you were far too kind. This is our same Misty, Sarcasm Stardust, who says we are so effed. You were too kind, because I gotta tell you what comedian Dave Smith did to Cuomo. Oh my
God. Yes, I need to see this. I've got to see this, please.
Merciful God. So your final statement about Trump. All right, but this whole verdict. Is it the end of Trump? Is it over? And he's out of the election. What is Jesse Jett's final
unfortunately
thought? Final thought.
It's not going to matter to his base. They've been expecting this. This is just going to galvanize them more. This is just giving them proof that they wanted.
Yeah.
That it's all rigged against him. The one positive when he was in office was that a whole bunch of liberals that didn't give a shit about politics for the last 8 years were suddenly out in the streets and marching, and they were all pissed off, and they all cared about the kids in cages. And suddenly that's gone. And all their last little bit of focus is balled up in that man. And I'm ready to see what happens when they have something else to focus on. If it's just all going to be memes about him in prison, or how he should have gone to prison, or if he's just all they have left, or if they're going to find something new. But I feel like it doesn't. I mean, it has no bearing on his. What's the word I'm looking for? What's gravitas, but like cancerous?
infectious,
Whatever that is, you know,
gangrenous. I don't know.
Gangrenous. There you go.
Hey, I did it.
Gangrenous Trump charm.
You know.
We got it, folks. Okay.
Okay, so look.
Oh God.
I mean, obviously, people are still going to be thinking about this, man. You know. And
for sure. Unfortunately, it's not going away.
But to all those people who are out there, part of the resistance, once you see that, it's still not going to impact anything. You can wear your pink pussy hats all day long. I'm still going to laugh at you. And I just remember saying this after 2020. Me and Daniel said the same thing. Don't be surprised if Trump runs again, and don't be surprised if he wins again. Okay, because that would happen. And look. I don't know. I don't care how this election turns out. If Trump wins in November, I don't care. If Biden wins, I don't care. Well, actually, I think I might care about that a little bit more because it's senile old goat and who's advising him as we get closer to World War III. But if Trump wins again, like honestly, vote blue no matter what more can Trump do that Biden and Democrats haven't done already? But now I think you deserve a laugh. I think you deserve a laugh, buddy.
Oh, I need it. Hit me.
You don't want to know why?
Take me away, Kit.
Hold on, because I've been working. Because see, I just got done doing some of my voice work for that second audio project that I'm doing. Right?
Okay.
I've been doing some voice acting here and there. Right? So this is just for you. Oh yeah, Jesse, I'll take you away. So hold on. Here we go. So in the world's most one-sided fist fight. You know, I'm gonna make a TV series. World's most one-sided fist fights caught on film. Good old Cuomo, Chris Cuomo, Fredo. I'm smart. I'm capable. I'm not as dumb as everyone says. Fredo decided to face off against libertarian comedian Dave Smith. Now, I have my disagreements with comedian Dave Smith, but however, I'll have a much more honest sit-down conversation and chill with a dude, smoke some weed, drink some whiskey, whatever, with Dave Smith than I ever will with Cuomo. Because here we go. Listen. It's not good what happens to Fredo here.
It was kind of amazing to watch you admit so many of the things that you admitted on the podcast with Pat. But at the same time, you laughed off the idea of an apology. Yeah. Your first thing you said was apology. No way. There's no way. And then you proceeded to go on to confirm what all of us had known for so long. But you, sir, were smearing people like us for having this view. You were, at the time when the COVID insanity struck, you were the #1 show at CNN. A time when the nation was going through a major crisis and totalitarianism swept throughout all 50 states. Actually, -1, I think South Dakota never had lockdowns. 49 out of the 50 states went totalitarian.
They didn't have lockdowns, but they did have a dog get killed at 13 months. I think that's what happened in South Dakota. So you gotta get the facts, but keep
it was
going.
something, I think Kim Jong-un was involved.
Right,
I'm not sure about the details.
Right.
But during this moment, you know, we really needed people, especially people who had a big platform. You were the #1 show at CNN, which is huge, almost as big as this show. And and it seems to me that you, rather than doing what your job should have been at the time, which was to be skeptical of power and to shine a light against the propaganda, it seems like you ate up every single piece of propaganda, repeated all of it without any thought to whether it was true or not, and then smeared millions of Americans like myself who were opposed to this stuff. So that's where my beef is.
Chris.
I understand your beef.
Really?
Why would I not apologize? An apology is when you say something that you shouldn't have said, that was wrong to say, that you said for bad reasons, or you're trying to hurt. None of those apply. I hear your understanding of the pandemic. I don't agree. I lived it closer than you in many ways, closer than any of you probably in many ways. And there were absolutely mistakes.
Well, first of all, fuck you, man. You were at CNN on that fucking platform telling, oh, you were there closer? Oh, tell it to all the men and women who couldn't go to work because of lockdowns, but still had to pay the fucking bills, and then everyone had to take a shot. All the lockdowns, the economy went backwards, and not to mention people got stuck with credit card debt. But Trump was the bad guy. Jesus, I was there closer than all of you. No, the fuck you weren't. And hold on, shout out to Mastermind Hour. I didn't fake living in my basement. And kinky. Ooh la la, kinky. Mistakes weren't made. It was all on purpose, Fredo.
The idea that it was a totalitarian regime, that's hyperbole.
It's hyperbole. Fredo's using some big old words here. Before I pull up the one that's going to make you laugh, that will really make you laugh and make you think, I want to pull up this thing right here. This is how devastating it was. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. This is how bad it was, man. Who won the debate? Chris Cuomo, 9.5%. Dave Smith, 90.5%. 2,389 votes totaled in right now, man. 20 hours left. And listen. This is a goddamn landslide, okay? This is
devastating.
This is bad. It's bad news bears all around. So, first of all, Jesse Jett, your 2 cents, your thoughts and comments before I pull up the next video.
I think, what was the song? I want to say it's Skin Suits that I tried to pin down when I thought this was going to start happening. And I think I said it was 2025, but that, we'll see people all of a sudden have this big kind of come to Jesus moment and be like, oh my gosh, we were lied to, guys. Who knew? And then they'll pick a couple random suits at each of these companies to go up the river and they'll be like, okay, hey, accountability time, guys. This is the dude that made the bad decisions. Get him into fucking prison. And then that guy will go to jail and they'll be like, all done. We had accountability, and then they'll move on to the bird flu vaccine.
No, what it is. All these people at CNN and MSNBC, all these people who are now like being called out for the hack frauds that they are. You know what their number one excuse is going to be? The old-fashioned Nuremberg defense. We were just following orders.
Yep, we had bad information, faulty information.
Yes,
we were doing the best with what we had at the time.
And we were following orders. Yep. All of us, everybody. I want to. You know what? In my live stream chat right now, I want to see everybody just type in, "We were only following orders," which is never a good excuse. But you want to know what is also not a good excuse? It's like when you get called out, like when you make a mistake. Because Jesse, I'm sure sometimes like, hey, look, if I made a mistake or I said something or like, hey, show me what I did, please,
for sure,
so I can correct it. I've been at a spot there too. Like, hey, look, talk to me like a normal person. Don't spaz out. And Dave Smith is being very reasonable here. But Cuomo, Fredo, folks, listen. The internet is forever, people. You should know this. The internet's forever. So brace yourself. Find the clips. Ooh la la. We will find the clips.
But listen, you told me I should apologize. So what do you think I should apologize for? And then I'll tell you what I think you should apologize for.
I know what you think I should apologize for. Obviously, there was so much talk that they don't want you to take ivermectin. Ivermectin is the way to go. Take it. Joe Rogan got better from ivermectin. And by the way, I don't like what people did to Joe Rogan about ivermectin. I don't like it.
You did it.
No.
Yes, you did. And I covered a story on it. And one of my videos got struck on it because of that. I remember. Sorry, don't mean to cut off.
Okay, yes, you did.
Find the clips.
Dude, find the clips. You shamed Joe Rogan.
Find the
clips.
You
said he's taking horse dewormer. You and Don Lemon were chuckling at each other about it. I'll go find the clip.
You just saw the clips.
I'm
not chuckling. I'm listening to Don. But
no. The clip I'm talking about wasn't on there. And it's absolutely there. Here, do we have it? Hold on. Let's play the clip.
Yes.
Injecting drugs for animals and horse.
And people telling them to. Oh, my God. What person? You talk about cancel culture and who to shame. Ivermectin, a dewormer, really?
They are shaming themselves.
That's what it is.
They're shaming themselves.
So you're taking a dewormer right now.
Chris,
you can't apologize for that. You weren't being clear that it was this, and you know that, dude. You're being so dishonest right now, man.
I'm not.
You were talking about ivermectin, the drug. You were not talking about this version of ivermectin. Come on.
I was responding to a situation where we were told that this is what people were searching at, and nobody knew what it was going to do.
Wow.
Look, I'm taking the drug right now. Obviously, I don't think it's all poison. I stopped calling it.
Oh, you're taking the drug? Why is that? Oh, because you got the long COVID, don't you, baby?
The horse drug when and you can not like it, CNN's chief medical officer, who is Sanjay Gupta, said to me, you shouldn't just call it a horse dewormer. There's a whole legitimate aspect of the drug. I wouldn't use it for COVID.
Hold on, we're going to rewind that. But remember, didn't Joe Rogan smack around CNN's quote-unquote medical expert?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember that in 2020? Or am I going crazy, Jesse? Am I going crazy?
No,
well,
I remember that. I
No,
mean,
but
two things can be true at once. That did happen.
Yes, and I am finally going crazy. It's finally happened here, folks. Here, Fredo, lie your way out of this one again.
Dishonest right now, man.
I'm not
You
being
were talking
dishonest.
about ivermectin, the drug. You were not talking about this
was-
version of ivermectin. Come on,
I
man.
was responding to a situation where we were told that this is what people were searching out to take, and nobody knew what it was going to do to them. Look, I'm taking the drug right now. Obviously, I don't think it's all poison. I stopped calling it the horse drug when, and you can not like it, CNN's chief medical officer, who is Sanjay Gupta, said to me, you shouldn't just call it a horse dewormer. There's a whole legitimate aspect of the drug. I wouldn't use it for COVID-19, but it's not just a veterinary grade. So I stopped calling it that.
So, okay.
And then it went away.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. One of the best moments during the pandemic was when Dr. Gupta, who was just mentioned, went on Joe Rogan's podcast. All the days of CNN like demonizing Joe Rogan. They send their top doctor out there onto his show, and he goes, why is everyone on your network saying I'm taking horse dewormer? Ivermectin's not. And Dr. Gupta looked down at his lap and went, yeah, no, they shouldn't be saying that.
Stop it, Dave. Stop it. He's already dead. Fredo. You know what? Hey, how about this? Hey, folks, let's have democracy in the chat. Who got a worse beating? Fredo from The Godfather from Mo Green, or Fredo in his debate with comedian Dave Smith? Type 1 for The Godfather against Mo Green, or type 2 for this one with Dave Smith. Who got a real beating? A firm beating. So, and by the way, Jesse, here it is right now. This is from the PBD podcast. Should Chris Cuomo apologize for criticizing people who took ivermectin to cure COVID-19? 2,698 votes right now. Let me go ahead and refresh this right now. Okay, that was 2,698 votes, right? 94.9% said yes. 5.1% said no. In 2020, do you have any idea how many people would side for? Like, so many people coming out there. They're realizing that we got lied to, man. And hold on, Mastermind says, hold on, Mastermind said this. Chris Cuomo got slapped harder than Chris Rick. Oh, Chris Rock. Oh, Chris Rock. Yeah, I said Chris Rick. Yeah, I mean Chris Rock. Matter of fact, who did get slipped? Who got slapped harder? Type 3 for Chris Rock from Will Smith, the softest guy in R&B, or was it Cuomo from Dave Smith? Who got a firmer smack? The answer is 4. The answer is 4, folks. The answer is 2 and 4. 2 and 4. So I told you you'd laugh.
Oh,
I told
you were right.
Yeah.
You never lied to me before.
No, never. But you know who did lie to you? It's CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, the Washington Post. So what are your thoughts now that finally we're seeing CNN's own Chris Cuomo getting smacked around?
Man.
Dave Smith, man. Was this something you needed right now?
It was. Honestly, it is nice to see. It's also nice to hear an audience chiming in as soon as he starts trying to spin and backpedal, hearing people calling it out in real time, because people have a better memory than they give them credit for. We don't forget. We don't forgive.
No.
Or should we?
No,
should
absolutely not. Absolutely not. But
yeah, it's nice to see Chris Cuomo squirm. Wish his brother was there squirming with him.
One other thing here too. I promise you one more video, and then folks, it's music time, baby. Music and poetry. First of all, folks, right here, live and direct. One more video. Fredo, try to swim, Fredo.
We have the luxury of not worrying about what happens when you say what you say. I work for a place that will get a phone call from someone that they care about. Okay, it will matter to them.
There we go. Just following orders,
work
right?
For this 3-letter.
No. Jesse, you're doing it wrong. Following orders. You gotta have that Third Reich voice in there. Following orders.
Agency that are all, bad
Chris,
people.
if I had, let me tell you something. This is what's really infuriating about you saying that, right? I understand the pressures at CNN where powerful people could make a phone call and then you could be in a lot of trouble.
No, it's
if
just
I
an
hold on, let me just
accountability
no, here,
proposition.
let's talk accountability. If I had your track record on COVID, I'd be out of business. Period.
Oh.
No one would listen to me anymore. I would have no way of making
I would
money.
argue the
I'd
reverse.
be ruined.
I would
I'd
argue
be
the reverse.
absolutely ruined.
If you didn't
If I
tell
had been-
people that there were easy ways to get past COVID and that the vaccine was a joke and everything that happened was a joke, I don't think you'd be in business. I think if you weren't doing these things, I don't think you'd have the same platform because it sells very well in digital media.
No, I mean, it's just, first off, I never said the things that you just said. The thing is that, yes, you're right. Me being against lockdowns, against mandates, against the corruption of big pharma, again, yes, that did help.
No,
me,
and
for
the
sure.
vaccine.
Oh my God! What
Oh,
a
man.
biatch.
I love when someone's looking for the tiniest fraction of what someone said to be right on. Like they've already conceded 99% of your point, but there's that one little whatever kind of distinction they can make because they're so desperate to slice off a little sample of the feeling of being right. I love to see it.
And something here, folks, because all of you have been patient. I'm sorry to keep you dragging along here for so long, folks, because I wanted to make this just a little bit more of a relaxed, fun show. But Jesse, I'm gonna put you on the spot now, man. People want to hear that beautiful voice of yours. Okay,
Let's do it.
People want to hear something new that you're cooking. So Jesse,
Oh, okay. Let's
Jesse,
start with a pretty. Well,
this
this is new old stock, as it were.
Okay.
I mentioned that the new album is a great excuse for me to find a home for stuff that never really fit on any records before. And this is a great example of that. This song will be 4 years old soon. I wrote it in the summer of 2020, but it didn't fit on any records because it's not political. So I was like, what the hell do I do with a non-political song?
Okay.
And then this is here we go. This is the album to do it. So
then
yeah,
you know
we'll
what? I'm gonna remove myself and I'm gonna give you the full screen so that everyone can see the magnificence of a Jesse Jett. So let's go ahead, everybody. Smoke them if you got them, drink them if you got them, and if you got somebody close to your side, make love to you. Make love to them if you got them. All right, there you go. All right, folks. Jesse, take it away.
all right. This song is about the innate connection to the internet that we found ourselves with, and how hard it is for some people to turn that off. This is called Airplane Mode.
She said, I can't turn my phone off or the world stops and it's all my fault. And I don't go in airplane mode cause they know when the flight takes off. And I know I was born for the storm, but tonight I wish the rain would stop. I wish the rain would stop. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say cause I can't stay long. Not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. Well, love, I know I'm right, so I won't waste time to deny my doubt. And I just wanna know what's on your mind, but the Wi-Fi's out. And I know you were born for the storm, but I just need a break in the clouds. just a break in the cloud. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, I'm not here, but I'm not gone. I think I'm the same as what I create. I gave it my name to speak for me. And when it wanted a face, I showed it my face as good as my face could look for me. I filter every smile, I edit every day. I just cut and I paste. Said it feels like another day, but I can't say, I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. She said it feels like another day, but I can't say 'cause I can't stay long. I'm not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. Oh, not here, but I'm not gone. And that is airplane mode.
Dude, man, that takes me back, man. You know, fucking A, you know, because hey, folks, please be sure to like learn to touch some grass, you know, and turn off the phone. Get away from it, you know, and it's difficult for somebody like me because this is and you as well, because this is our business and what we have to do. You know, we have to be connected to the matrix, and heaven forbid, in regards to how advanced technology gets, you know, I have a thing that I do on my show, movie night, and we recently, like a few months ago, we saw the movie Blade Runner 2049, I think it was, or like the more recent one, and you know, it's a grim dark future that lies in store for us. But what motivated you to make that song, man?
Oh, that it was one of those where like I had a line that I just sat with for a long time, and that was the first one. She said, "I can't turn my phone off or the world stops and it's all my fault." Oh. I love, especially I think anyone that, you know, their job is tied to their phone, but anything like that where you feel like as soon as it's off, there's just a whole world of bullshit that's going to happen for you because you cut that off for a little while, you know, and how it doesn't, you know, it doesn't go away. Like everything is still there waiting for you. If anything, it's just built up, you know, even more. But that's also a chorus that I, you know, I was like, I can't fit this with a political piece. So it kind of was like, this was just kind of a one-off, you know? And I wrote it while I was writing the stuff for Inauguration Gift for the second album. Okay. So that's hung out now for, you know, years. And I've played it a couple times on my show, but that's about it. And I was like, this is the perfect time to finally find like a home for this and actually put it on a record. So yeah, I might have to interrupt it in a couple places with a little snippet of something. But
okay.
Yeah.
No, dude. I love it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But if that lies in the store, you know, already I'm seeing people say to me right now in the chat, first of all, Mastermind, you're a good Kit, a good Joe. Come on, dude. That line in that movie. That line in that movie is a gut check, all right? But I already see the people clamoring for more, and who am I to tell the people no? Because then that's how kings lose their heads. And I'm not. I promised entertainment. I promised music and poetry, and you said you're going to bring the fire. So what else are you cooking up in there, man?
Well, you know, you actually mentioned what we are seeing now, even in like Hollywood. You know that the writer's strike and the broader Hollywood strike. And specifically for me, there are several pieces on the last album about AI, but the AI contract, or rather lack of one, for union actors, that basically said, once they've got your face scans, they are allowed to use your image artificially, and you don't get paid for that. You got paid for the day's work where you got scanned, and now they can use your likeness in perpetuity. And that was one of those things that really hit me, like to see people that have been carrying water and carrying the message and lugging the propaganda around for all these years, all of a sudden having to go out and march because it's getting turned against them too, was awfully satisfying. And and this song came out of that. Shout out real quick, Chris Walla, who is one of my favorite producers, who's done a lot of records I absolutely love. I got him to listen to this song the other week, and he said some of the nicest stuff about it. That's like, I'm a total music nerd, and this is how I would talk about a song I really liked. So it's like, I knew he was being genuine, that he not only listened to it, but really, like, this dude smelled what I was stepping in, like knew what I was trying to put down and the vibe I was going for. And it made me so happy. It's not very often that you can get some like really meaningful feedback that feels that validating, when the majority of what you do is political. A lot of people won't listen to it or give it the time of day. And thankfully he is, very well aware of the reality of a lot of circumstances, Palestine being one of them.
Right.
But he was talking about AI in music, and I chimed in with this song. So shout out to Chris for listening, because it really, really made my day. This is off of the last album, Live from the Black Site. This is called Backwards from 5.
All right. Hey, brother, take it away. And I'm going to remove myself, folks. So everybody listen to what Jesse Jett is spitting out.
Maybe that's how it goes. We won't open our eyes, so we're the last ones to know. We're the last ones alive. Kept our enemies close. Wondered why we don't thrive, while we're grasping at ghosts, counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards. Count back from 5. The theater on fire, the cast on strike. Studio stock starts taking a dive. The contract's tossed and it's gone with the tide. Heads and execs say our hands are tied. We can't pump this track and treat you right. But what do you expect from the industry type who survive by the leeching of bodies and minds? From those who original thoughts never seem to find. So they're gonna reboot ALF before your wages rise. But it gives cause to pause and reflect on the times that they're losing control of their fools and their mimes, when all those obedient actors who grew their careers by averting their eyes are now holding the line, right along with the authors of countless scripts that strengthen the hand of the corporate grip, squeezing our throats till we take the pen and we accept and consent to the corporate drip, till you're all up to date on your pharma du jour, till you got a healthy support for the war on your lips. But you know that the advertisers need more than a rerun summer full of flashback clips. Enter the scans from the year before, all the days of de-aging and wrapping the face, and the hours of actors recording their voices, or links in the chains that bind them in place. And now all of those shows are so easy to make. With a drone you control that needs no break, it can bend, it can break, and it's cheaply replaced, and if up-to-date films all in one take. And the studios bank on us doing our duty, unhinging our jaws and digesting the fakes, cause they know that we'll love how synthetic it tastes. Now watch as they edit your features without any trace. Not that there's anything you could do anyway. Now watch as they show you a movie of you saying shit you would never say. Dystopia boldly accelerates. Maybe you're only a mold, something to fill with a clone, something that Elon would celebrate. Something they own, something they program and code, something that's woefully able to know it's exanimate. Cause it doesn't feel touch over top of the laminate. No, you will not feel an emotion, but they will not scan and examine it. You and the other consumer contaminants fed on the federal diet of Kiev, Havana, and Tiananmen. God, I can't be the only one weighing the pros of abandonment. I can't be the only one weighing the pros of abandonment. Where did you think we'd go? Love, there's nowhere to lie. I guess it's not who you know, more it's what you can hide. Like we're chained to the floor, and they're streaming us live while we're watching the war, counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards from 5. Counting backwards from 5.
I
And that's
just want
backwards from 5.
Well, first of all, that's kick-ass. Now I want to ask you what motivated you to make that song and what's the story behind it. But first things first, super chat from Charlie Mack himself, $10.
Charlie.
Thank you for his super chat. Buy this man's records. Do it now. The king commands. All right, do it. Support.
They're all free. It's all free. You name your price. If you want them all for 50 cents, if you want them all free, if you want them for $1, you want them for $5, whatever you want to give me. But free is the asking price. So technically, you can buy them all and not have to pay anything.
Hey, Jesse,
look at that.
Jesse, man, you are a saint and an angel. Oh, that was awesome how you did that. That bring. Can you do that again one more time?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. See,
a little roundabout.
Yeah, there you go. I like that, man. Awesome, dude. Awesome. So, okay.
Thank you.
What's the story behind that wonderful song that graced the ears of my lovely, beautiful audience?
That was watching the actor strikes, watching the idea of what they would do with all that. Once they don't need the actors and once they're able to just crank out the same shit with just recycled images, recycled scripts, just put into a jumbler that spits them out. And would we even notice the difference, because I don't think many people would, or even if they knew, they'd be like, that's funny enough, I don't see people being that shaken up by it, but it was maybe inspiring isn't the right word, but it gives you some hope to see comfortable people have to go out and demand that they get a fair fucking contract, because if nothing else, it's a little humbling and might make them think twice about other people that are having to fight for a decent contract, or at this point just surviving.
I've had this conversation with a few people about Hollywood and overall the environment there, and look, folks, I mean, I remember the golden era of Hollywood. I think a lot of us do, where, before the internet, like a lot of these actors and actresses were unapproachable. Like there was a time when they were like this royalty. There was this perception of, well, they must know better, or maybe we could look for them for wisdom. And there was a whole constructed system in which they were presented to people. But as soon as the great equalizer of the internet, social media, smartphones, and everything else, and as soon as they started tweeting everything out, realize these are not serious people. These are dumb people. Anthony Hopkins' quote about being an actor is like, I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion. Actors are shallow. Actors are dumb. Our opinions don't matter. This isn't his exact quote. I'm sorry. Somebody actually was kind enough to give me the direct quote, but overall, Anthony Hopkins was saying like, don't get an opinion from us. We're shallow. We don't know anything. And the thing is, ever since then, Hollywood has been on this huge downfall. I mean, Memorial Day weekend has been the lowest it's ever been for movie turnout. And guess how many years?
Oh, how much am I going to love this number? Is it a lot?
I would say, yeah, in regards to how, because obviously Hollywood came around in the late 1920s or something like that, give or take. But obviously, I'm talking about this is a major industry. So
okay, all right,
go ahead.
I'm going to be modest because I want to be surprised. I'm going to say 20 years.
Oh, times 2, 40 years.
I need a cigarette after that. I don't even smoke. Yes,
hey,
please.
Folks.
Okay. All right. No, all right.
folks. Hey, I said we're all going to be having some fun here on this show. No, but it's true. It's the lowest it's ever been. People aren't going to the movie theaters because okay. So first of all, let me explain the whole situation here. First of all, let me just start with the story starring yours truly, Kit Cabello, because after all, this is Hard Lens Media, right? So in
we got pasta in the house.
Oh, we got pasta in the house. Oh, there he is. I see him. Let's see. Hey, Casserole. Oh, you bet. Oh, I ought to ban you right now. Hey, Casserole boy. There's a difference between Charlie Mack and Charlie Murphy. New York pizza rules. I call Kit's bed. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. No one. Hey, listen. Actually, my house isn't right now safe for a lot of people because I'm doing a whole lot of stuff here. So I'm doing a lot of work here. I should be saying it out loud, but I'm doing a lot of work here in this house. So it's not safe for maybe that's why all the work and the chemicals are making me go crazy.
That's Kit's meth brewing shirt for those who didn't know.
Hey, yo, we're on YouTube today. Hey, that is not true. We got.
So he's making candles. Kit's been making homemade soy-based candles.
Yes. Mathematics. You did not say the METH. It's the MATH. 1 + 1 = 2.
I have a lisp. I want to say you're making a mess, but sometimes it just comes out wrong. Kit's making a mess. Making a big mess.
Shush.
Sorry. It comes out sometimes.
So first of all, before I was interrupted. I said interrupted by pasta, right? Before I was interrupted by pasta. So I went to see Godzilla -1 in theaters. Like, this is the first time I went to movie theaters in like years. And the prices, man, dude, take a while to guess how much I spent to see Godzilla -1 by myself. Because I wanted to spoil because I haven't been out in a long time. And we also got our channel back in that same month.
You're in Chicago, like, $18 for the ticket.
That's not including the ticket. I'm talking about the whole thing altogether.
Oh, Christmas. Oh,
so this is February. This is February now.
Okay, $40
all together with everything, snacks, and I even got some booze too. Because I really felt like celebrating.
Well, yeah, I mean, if they got it.
Because in January, our channel was going through some stuff. So in February, we got our channel back. Yeah, obviously in January, but February everything was kind of back to normal. $50 altogether, man.
Oh yeah,
I know. It was really bad. It was at the AMC River East 21 movie theater, and it was like, and I made a promise. Like, I'm like, the only time I'm going to see a movie again is if it is really something I want to see, and I'm seeing a lot of good reviews about it. And overall, like, with everything in Hollywood, everything that's happening, prices are going up. The studios cannot make ends meet. Like, and the thing is, a lot of these actors who are on strikes, they would like to talk down to people. And if you're going to be talking down to people or finger wagging or saying this movie's not meant for you, which is stupid, because all art should be enjoyed by everybody and everyone should take their own interpretation. Like, when you play your music, I'm pretty sure everyone in this audience has their own interpretation or how they feel about the song. And that's what every artist should strive for. Like, everyone gets a different opinion of it. Obviously, you have your feelings about it, which is the main source, but there are other people who have different takeaways. But Hollywood, because it's all corporatized, because it's all short-term profit, that's why in 40 years, this Memorial Day weekend, it's been the lowest movie turnout in 40 years. People aren't going. And it's because we got these streaming services, we got the internet. So why waste my time to see something in a theater when I can go be in the comfort of my own home or go to a friend's place and watch it with generally people I like and not with some random strangers. And see, the thing is, like, I do like the movie theaters, but it is. I think we're going to be witnessing a time where how the drive-in movie theaters went away.
Yeah.
Movie theaters will go away, or either that there'll be some open, but it'll be like for like a select niche group of films, you know. So that's what's probably going to happen. So 40 years, and it cost me $50 by myself. If I had a date, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
So we had a little segue, but we're not done yet here, folks. We're not. Hold on. Jenny Lynn says Hollywood's gone straight to shite. Oh, it has. Jesse,
this is true.
Yeah, I know you came out here with some more music and poetry, and people came to hear this beautiful voice.
You know, I got it.
What do you got, man? What else you got cooking?
I got another spoken word piece locked and loaded for sure. Which will be a new one. I could also let another song rip if we want another song.
Whip it out. Not the other thing, the other song.
You're trying to keep your channel, kid. That's subscribers only. I can't.
Yeah, that's another kind of thing. And
I'm gonna see a lot more album sales before that.
Yeah, there we go.
That said, there is a price.
That there is.
Okay, so if we got another song going, tell you what, this is a fun one. Hang on.
All right,
so for a little bit.
All right, cool. And let me remove myself. Jesse, take it away.
Around here, it doesn't look like I do. It looks like we're going to do this one a little low, folks. Right. Or maybe I do.
Hey,
so this is one of those great excuse songs that I was talking about. Like, okay, on the next record, let's pull out some of the weird stuff that I couldn't find a home for. This was one of those songs I wrote after Oliver Anthony blew up, and I was like, man, look at someone getting so close and then missing the mark so bad. And so I wrote a couple songs, just kind of watching all the feedback from that unfold. And I was like, oh, I don't know, whatever I'll do with these, bluegrass songs. And here we go. We'll have a bluegrass moment station or so on the next record that I'll be able to get those songs out. And this is one of them. This is called Outsourced.
Well, my granddad was a miner mighty long ago in Butte, who spent his whole life scraping by, who never left his boots, till someone bought his bosses out and he'd outlived his use. They let him go, they trimmed the wage, and they hired someone new. And he learned that that's what job creators do. Now walking through the heart of town, I see my daddy's shop that he shut down when the superstore got put in down the block. And he didn't have a lot of choice to work there all the same, for half of what he made when he had something to his name. He told me that's the way it is, that's business through and through. He told me that's what job creators do. I watched a lot of poverty start blooming in this town, and I seen too many families out sleeping on the ground. When I offered help, I got harassed by Sheriff Brown, as he grit that kind of grin that said, I'd love to put you down. But if I owned a mine and I enslaved them for a crew, I bet he'd call me a job creator too. Now they'll tell you how 1,000 mouths are hungry for your bread. And they'll say that to succeed you need to step on people's heads. Those suckers might be starving, but it's better them than you. They'll tell you that's what job creators do. And that's outsourced.
Holy fuck, man! God damn! I said to bring the fire. I didn't tell you to bring a flamethrower. Just like that scene from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah, no, but okay, because we're talking about the flamethrower from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right?
Yep.
Because there's the one at the end, and then there's the first scene where Leonardo DiCaprio character is firing it, and he tells the army guy, "Hey, is there like a cooler setting?" And the guy says, "Well, gee, Leo, it is a flamethrower." It's like, "Yeah, you're right. Hey, is there a cooler setting to the flame?" I swear that. But Jesse came out with the flamethrower and dealt with the Manson people. So there you go. Like, whoosh, Jesus Christ.
Hang on. Hey, she wants to hear Welfare too. That's kind of the sister song to that. This was the really direct Oliver Anthony response song.
Well, hey, you said that you were looking for something. Do you want me to filibuster for a little bit while you find it, or?
Oh no, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, well then, great. Well then, hey folks, back to back. I'm stepping aside. Jesse, take the floor, man.
When I heard him talk about welfare, I assumed the corporate kind. Billions loaned to criminals who pinch your every dime. All the mosques we keep so flush, they got money to burn in the sky. But there's useful clowns out punching down on folks in a food bank line. Well, I think you got a little propaganda on you when you soaked up all those psalms. Cause you're following the son of an emerald miner on a place called X.com. And you watch him bathe in PPP and you can't see something wrong. But it grinds your gears when the check appears at the door of some single mom. So if you don't give a shit who he subsidized, if they make 7 figures a year, you might wanna look into the deficit you got sitting between your ears. And if you don't know you're working from your ruling class and you can't see up from down, you might wanna keep a word like a welfare out of your corporate spoon-fed mouth.
God damn, Jesse.
That's welfare.
Jesse, flamethrower Jett. Jesse. You got yourself a new nickname, man.
Oh shit, I'll take it. All right, no, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Like
Jesse, the flamethrower Jett, man. Jesse, you got a cool. Hold on, wait. Jesse, do you have a cooler setting?
As a matter of fact, kid, I do. Next time I have a tank top to strip down to, I'll need you to say that, and that'll be the whole jumping off point.
Out on it.
Next time. I can put the shirt back on if you want.
Yeah. Well, it's already happened. We see it here now. All right. We already saw it here happen now, man. What's wrong? What's wrong with you, man? Come on.
Oh, man.
Come on. So there you go. See, I love all the fire emojis right there. See, Jesse the flamethrower. So first of all, man, because I want to hear some of your poetry pieces. And of course, I have some requests too. And obviously I know it's a little bit later where you're at. You're on East Coast, right? Or you're Yeah. So obviously you're an hour ahead. So I don't want to keep you up too late because a restful Jesse means a happy Jesse that can continue doing the album. Right. So how far are you in on finishing this album so the lovely beautiful people can hear it?
Not very far. I told myself before that I wanted to promote Black Site, which came out in January, which I can't believe it's been that long. Wow. But before I knew it, I was writing and then I'm accumulating stuff. Right now, I'm doing an awful lot of pulling together all the samples I want. There's an awful lot of weird little found sounds, making my own radio static, the little blurbs of changing stations. I want all that to be pulled from specific things too. So I'm kind of piecing together everything I'm going to use to build this, like, feel like if you were doing a cross-country road trip, just what you would find jumping around the radio. You find stuff, you lose it. Sometimes you get a half a song, then you're interrupted by something, and throughout there, let all these pieces kind of find their way in. So, yeah, I'm going to do an awful lot of just picking out little things to use and then start making the main dish. So,
all right.
Yeah, I'm taking my time with this one. I'm shooting for, I'd love to do like, and late summer kind of release. I definitely want to have it out this year. We'll see. Once I get going, I usually can't stop. So it's just a matter of getting the ball rolling.
Well, obviously, how hilarious would it be, and how poignant would it be if it's done by August, let's say, because that's late summer. Hey, obviously, August is late summer. That's during the time of the DNC convention, and let's face it here, folks. I mean, the DNC convention is going to be just around that corner, and man, my goodness, I can't even believe that how everything's gonna be turning out. Hold on. First of all, we got a super chat here too. Shout out to Sean, Sean, the Accord Lord. Can't say it too loud. $5. Thank you so much. Jesse Jett needs to do a cover. I love rock and roll, but it loves smoking bowls. First line, love smoking bowls. Load another dime in that apple, baby. God, I love my audience. I love my audience. I love all you people. What do you mean, you people?
Seriously,
I mean, you people.
You guys are the best.
I love them all. Because they're great. But
yeah.
So look, Jesse. First of all, I want you to definitely take your time, because all of your work has been really great. And for all the interviews that I do for my show, what I do is, like, I say a clip of, and then I put your song at the end, and then I post it onto Can TV. And just so you know, like, Chicago Heartlands Media here on Can TV, channel 21. We have the most viewed evening show, 10 p.m., channel 21, Can TV.
Let's go.
And so guess what? Your song is people in Chicago are going to be knowing the name of Jesse Jett. So I'm just happy to help give you some free promo here.
Thank you so much.
You're building up a Chicago audience, and I'm really, really happy about the success that you're doing. And folks, I also have an announcement too. Because I was going to say this on the patron show, but there's not going to be a patron show tonight or this weekend. Next week there will be. But patron supporters, I will be sharing some photos and some videos, because I'm going to be getting my learn on, and I'll be learning how to run a TV studio. So I'm getting my education for 1 whole month. So at the end of June, I should have a fancy diploma. Because see, I'm smart. I'm capable. I'm not as dumb as everyone says. There you go. We also got another super chat here. I think it's $2 from Amars, $1.99. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. I think, but folks, if you really want me to do me a favor, please support Jesse Jett. Also, Laura Baza tipped $2 on Rockfin, giving you a high five on Rockfin. Thank you so much for your generosity there. And Bumble people are saying, hey, we love Kit and Jesse together. So we got Molly Littlebird, GhostStat, Citizen 421, Wits Hygo, and so many others. Thank you so much for joining us on Rumble. And we are actually close now to 3,000 followers on Rumble. And hey, Heartlands Media, we're growing here too. So everyone, please be sure to hit that like button. But now, Jesse, because people want to hear you talk. People want to hear you talk. They want to hear you sing. They want to hear you speak the truth. And you got some poetry also in the works.
I do.
So why don't I just step on out or do you want to lead us in to tell us what this is kind of about?
Yeah. So this one was fun. People were talking about the boycott of McDonald's, which as we should, and it's
we should.
Fantastic to see them hurting, to see them posting, losses. Starbucks as well. But
Starbucks.
Somebody had said, somebody said something about, can you imagine if McDonald's had to go out of business, if McDonald's closed? And I genuinely, in my heart, believe that before that happened, before they let it get that bad, they would work with some lobbyists and mandate something where if you are on unemployment, if you're on welfare, if you are of whatever income bracket, you have mandated shifts, like you have jury duty, like you get fucking drafted and you have to put in your time. And they would say that it was for the good of this country. This is for the economy. This keeps people going. McDonald's is an American institution, blah, 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 blah. And whatever they needed to do, and they would absolutely get it to work. I mean, they're already putting kids to work in all these states. If they said, hey, school kids have to go work at McDonald's to keep McDonald's going, so many people would go for it in a heartbeat, I think.
Oh, I don't think so. No. Come on, people. No. I gotta have faith. I gotta have my idealism. Maybe
I used to, Kit.
No.
So that led me down this little fun. Like, okay, imagine a sci-fi movie, like afternoon TV movie on the Sci-Fi Channel, in a dystopian future where you work for McDonald's. God damn it, and you will like it, and you work until we say you're done.
No. No, never. Stop
and
getting
that
to
led
work with the McBurger and follow it as instruction. But sir, it doesn't look anything like it does in the photo. That's not the point. Follow orders.
So that led me to this wonderful little gem that I love reading this piece. This is called McDraft is back.
But also, before we get to McDraft, Aspen Fallen, Jesse's wearing pants. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a kilt here, okay? Kilt. There you go. Get a little bit of leg. Get a little bit of leg there. Hold on. Do you see? There you go. My leg is transparent, but there you go. Get a little bit of leg.
I give a little leg too.
Yes, there you go. Hey, yeah. There you go. There you go. All right, Jesse.
All right.
I'm moving aside. Take the floor, buddy.
Okay, this is McDraft is back. In 2029, the fast food god was on the run because people couldn't make a living flipping bread-inspired buns. And they couldn't find the staff to open up a single one, so the no one wants to work crowd figured something must be done. Well, McDonald's had a lobbyist without a moral core, with a conscience so elastic it could cross the Senate floor, and all to pave the path to poverty or paint the art of war. And he from hell brought forth the bill that bound the working poor. And suddenly they handed down a shift like it was court. Your mandatory onboard day had locks on every door. This country runs on hunger, one for genocide and gore, and the other for preservatives galore. And they would rather chain our children to the flat top 6-4 than ever dream to cut the profits cord. Now, the schools would call your parents if you skipped on half a day, but if you had to work a double, they'd just send you on your way. You were keeping the economy alive, if not maintained, something palliative in practice and essential just in name. You were helping prop up normalcy as long as it could rain. You would mop up its colostomy and dump it down the drain. You would walk it to the window, let it see the world it made, and hear that little choking when the functions finally fade. Now, the food you used to like could never truly taste the same once a couple tours of duty burned you out on open flame. But now it's what's for dinner. No one really has a say. We will work and eat and die until the arches rust away. And we painted on the sign an extra line so it would say, billions served and none were saved. Now, as I recall, some didn't mind the hours or the burns. Some didn't mind the housing or to never hear the birds. Some learned to say, I'm loving it, and truly mean the words. But that wasn't what the boss preferred. No, they lived to see you broken, watch you fight commands to speak until bloodied, choking, finally you forced it through your teeth. Then they'd crack the slowest smile, lean away from you and breathe. But never would they lift their knee. One night, I used my blood to change the sign in District 3 so it said billions served and none were free. But once we praised those arches like the holiest of grails, and we ate of its communion until fatted for the sale. In its temple treads no union, human rights a bloodless pale. Human life is something stale, humankind its charges failed.
But you and I, who worked the line, have peered behind the corporate veil. That corporate colossus hailed, too big to feel, much less to fail, too big to fit in any jail, too big to help but eat its tail. A spiral of McEntropy that trails a new McMonorail that runs from your McQuarters out beyond the second ward, past the new McMedi Center, past the new McMorgue, under the resorts where all the beds are warm and soft, where if you saved enough McCredits, you could spend an hour off. In a world beyond your cot, beyond the slop in your McTrough, where music drowns the rattle when you cough. Our lives aren't really lost, so much as helplessly aloft, suspended till our usefulness has ended and we're dropped. Beyond the farthest outpost, beyond that final fence, as far as we've been told that our perimeter extends. As though there's nothing out there, just our families and friends, who, when your work is done, you'll see again. But they could never truly understand you. Try as though they might, why you grimace at the smell and have to choke down every bite. There's a summertime McFlurry that they just can't wait to try, and you watch them flock like moths around that godless golden sign, where you can still read faintly, if you really squint your eyes, billions served and none survived. We thought we'd see McDonald's close in 2029. If you couldn't earn a living there, then who would give their time? But they made us legal slaves before they let their profits die. The billions will be served. You and I will serve the time.
Nah, man. Oh, man, they ain't getting me, man. He's
not going out like that, man.
Not going out like that. No, man. Listen. For folks who know what I'm going to reference in 3, 2, 1, I'd rather go out like Cool Hand Luke with a smile as I bleed on out, you know? Cool Hand Luke starring Paul Newman. Back when movies used to be movies, right, folks? That clown could go F himself. The burgers don't even look like burgers. You get more honesty from Chick-fil-A, okay? And that's not saying much. At least they're honest with, hey, here it is. Pickle, sauce, and the chicken and bun. That's it. I mean, leave us to the imagination, right? These hamburgers at McDonald's, oh, wow. So, and then you get it's like somebody put a press compactor, man. What do you call it again?
Trash compactor.
Yeah, no, hydraulic.
Oh, press. Hydraulic press. Yeah,
hydraulic press. Yeah, it looks like somebody give me. They're like, come on, man, give me a burger. The McDouble looks like a McFlat. So there you go, man. So damn, man, shit, dude. The McDraft. Sign up and serve in the McDraft army today. The clown is watching you. Do you want to get your family a lower credit? Do you want to get your family a higher credit score and lower their debt? Serve 10 years in the McDraft services. The clown will protect you as always. And put a smile on your face. I'm halfway through, and I'm almost done paying off $1,000 off our $100 million debt. Because everybody's Thanks, McDonald's. I got caught on fire by the grease machine, and the clown said, "Hey, don't worry, you could go in retirement. Your grandkids will pay your medical bills." Thanks, McDonald's. Thank you, McDonald's. I used to feel only one side of my face because half it's now paralyzed thanks to diabetes and a heart attack. Thanks, McDonald's. Anyways, working off your student debt serving. Yeah, because you know what? Here's the thing. If things go the way they are, the corporations will control everything. It's going to be one big conglomerate. It's going to be like Blade Runner. By the way, did you know that Blade Runner and maybe even Aliens take place in the same universe? Did you know that? Like those French? Yeah. There's been
okay.
There's
so you're telling me there's crossover potential?
Yes, there is a lot of that crossover potential. There's been hints. People have been talking about it here and there, but it's like, whatever. But anyways, that God damn it, Mastermind, I gotta call you out on that one. That line where the holographic woman is just saying, "You look like a good Joe. What a day." It's like, you look lonely. I could fix it. No, you can't, lady. You can't fix what's broken, side. All right. So I know it's getting a little bit late, so I got one last request. Do you have one more? Do you have one more poem in the fires, and then I have a song request for you, man.
I can do it.
All right then. Here,
Hang on, I'm gonna see what if animators want something off of the Geiger Age. I'll maybe bust that out instead. I just want to see
go ahead.
What song she wants.
Okay.
For those who haven't listened, this one isn't on Spotify or anything. It's just on Bandcamp. But I did a little 5-song doo-wop album that's kind of a nuclear fallout themed. Super fun. I highly recommend getting some bourbon and being your own barbershop quartet. I started high, and the more I drank, I did the lower and lowers until I was really sauced by the time I'm doing the dip, 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 dip.
Okay.
Super fun. Highly recommend it. It's a hoot and a half. So let's see.
Yeah.
Scroll through the ruins. Okay.
Scroll through the ruins. All right,
Let's
here we
see.
go. Well, then I am going to remove myself and take it away, Jesse.
Okay. Let's see. It's a B7. Okay, we got it. And we're off.
La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Let's take a walk, provided radiation's low and the weather's good. We'll take a stroll through where there used to be a neighborhood. I host a clinic called the finer points of settlerhood. Wish I could say it brings a crown. Oh, baby doll, doomsday went about as well as you said it would. And God, I tried to love the bomb and I never could. There's such a heavy bomb and the humid air of rotted wood. Wish I could seal the smoke and so you clouds. The meek will get the earth, though the earth will be long dead. The meek will gladly take what we can get. And when we meet the earth, if there's no earth to be found, well, we'll just join the poison in the ground. Oh, oh, the poison in the ground. 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 Oh,
And that's a stroll through the ruins.
Oh man, beautiful. So Jesse, I know that
You got a request.
Yeah, I do have a request.
What is
All
it?
right.
What you want?
All right. You know what? It's always been close to my heart, and I really like it. Everybody knows that I like deep pop culture. I do.
Yeah.
But Kings of Colony has been growing on me.
I thought that might be.
Yeah, you know it. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you know it.
Kings of Colony, my friend. Yes, Kings of Colony, and for all those people, to all of our friends in Hawaii, the great state of Hawaii, who are dealing with the aftermath of the Lahaina fire, we have not forgotten.
Still,
and keep up the fight. And I hope this song from Jesse Jett still motivates you. So I'm stepping out. Jesse, take it away.
hang on, I'm gonna grab some water. I forgot it was here.
Yeah, you got that. Drink water. Water.
Flesh vessel. Okay. Yeah, this is the Kings of Colony from live from the Black Site. Also, shout out. I don't know if Pasta's still here, but Pasta used this in Part 1 and will be in part 2 of his Lahaina documentary, Lahaina on Fire, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it and support Pasta's work because it's a fantastic documentary. All right, this is the Kings of Colony.
What you're following, that's idolatry, that's just fake. And all that wallowing that you tolerate, that's not faith. The kings of colony watched autonomy make our graves. The kings of colony know no policy, only rape. Now once you fall asleep, it won't bother you what they say. But the kings of colony, while they slaughter, they still complain. Then we say, please color me, still too solemnly, still too plain. All hail economy, praise the pharmacy, seas in flames. They're buying up Hawaii, and the smoke's not even cleared. Those vultures smelled the fire, and an enterprise appeared. Investment opportunities were melted down, communities leave vacant space. BlackRock has been lusting for years. The council meets in private, they don't discuss survivors. Concerns among construction groups are all Lahaina hears. They'll wander through your city with this mocking sword of pity, next to Oprah and her camera crew who tore the Trail of Tears, where footage flows as freely as the stream of liquid steel and the pools of pure aluminum that trickled down your wheels. And Biden's come to say he knows exactly how it feels, cause he had a kitchen fire once and had to miss a meal. And people still believe that piece of shit deserves your vote, like he's not why supplies are being smuggled in by boat, like he's not why our citizens were forced to stay and roast. And he can't unfreeze your funding, folks, cause Azov needs it most. I'll bet my every dollar Biden watched it with a smile. I bet he knows the whereabouts of every missing child. He's just the kind of man who lives to trample something tribal, collecting culture's corpses just to throw them on the pile. Like he and all his buddies didn't dream about the day when those who dared defy the donor class were cleared away. When home insurance triples and you can't afford to stay, your land falls to the hands of those whose windfall fans the flames. The state will take Lahaina and bastardize its name, and tourism will swarm it all the same. You see, the state we left Lahaina shows the ground rules of the game, the planes that in the night ignite the planes. And if questions raised that reckon the potential use of lasers, I suggest you take a closer shave by way of Occam's razor. And if those civilians stood between this country and its gains, there's really nothing further to explain. Because you may know this already, if you truly know our past, but this ain't the first occasion, and it will not be the last, where Americans are kettled in and made to bear the blast, barricaded in and left for ash. How many in Lahaina now are lying there awake and still can hear the city we left leveled in our wake? They still hear all the people that we let the fire take, instructed from above to stay in place. So look to the horizon, cause a fire comes for you. Desires made incarnate of the power-hungry few who've instructed the police to not let anybody through, to barricade them in, and so they do.
Jesse, man, as always, you're kicking ass and taking names, man, dude.
Thank you,
Awesome.
man. Seriously.
Awesome stuff as always. And you have been a true voice for the voiceless. And I'm wishing you all the best for your album. I know I want you to give you a chance to promote a couple of things. First of all, anybody who's asking right now, people are saying, where can we find Jesse Jett's work? Well, first of all, let me show you where you can find all of Jesse Jett's work right here. So first of all, let me go ahead and share this screen. I am all over the place. Let me go ahead and just share this. Bandcamp. Oh, the Bandcamp. So here's where you can find. Look, this is it right here, folks. all the stuff. If you want to support Jesse Jett, follow him. Look, here's all of his albums. Follow him. I even posted a link in my live stream chat. I'll even be posting the link in the comment section. The link to Jesse Jett's Bandcamp is in the description box below. So please, folks, support Jesse Jett. He's been doing some phenomenal work. Okay, so look, again, here's all of his work. Please support him. So also real quick, you got a couple of things I'm stuttering because we're wrapping things up here, but there's a couple of things you want to promote here real quick. So I want to give you the floor. Where can people follow you online, and also what stuff are you working on? Because I know you got a big trip to New York.
Yeah.
City.
So online, Twitter's my main place, which is it's Jesse Jett, as you can see here. I'm on Instagram too, trying to be more active there. There I am Lockheed Martin OnlyFans. And I'm on TikTok. It's hard for me to post stuff because they like to take my videos down. Surprise.
Oh my
But yeah, usually it's Twitter. You know, whether I like it or not, I'm there all the time. And yeah, I'm working on the album. We debut stuff really as I write it. I like to, I don't like to sit on it for long. So we do American Tradition about every other Tuesday, typically on Indie News Network. And if there's something new, that's where you'll hear it first. Yeah, like I said, at Bandcamp, everything's free. And yeah, then next week, I get to go meet a couple of my INN fam and the boys from Due Dissidence and get to open up their New York City shows, which is going to be phenomenal. Like I can't even wrap my brain around it still. Getting to go and play for a room of people who know exactly what to expect, and do a few of these pieces. I'm beyond excited for. So yeah.
Well, good. I think you got a whole big footnote in New York City. You got a whole big ground there waiting. You got the tag team of Due Dissidence there. You're going to also have again Jose Vega, who successfully got on the New York ballot. Jesus Christ, holy cow, good for him. And then of course Jimmy Dore is also going to be there. So it's a whole trip. So if you missed out on getting tickets in New York City, I'm so sorry, but maybe next time with Due Dissidence, who knows? Maybe Hardlands Media next time. Once all this crazy stuff is over with and everything else, we'll be there in New York City too and hanging out with everybody. Maybe get
I'm there one afternoon. I need to find the closest place that can just fuck me up with pastrami.
There you go. Or Paschetti. So there you go. So see, look, but hey, we're gonna have some crazy times here in Chicago. I know that Russell from Due Dissidence is gonna be here. Pasta will be here. We got a lot of people. Even Matt Weinglass, who I had on the show today, will also be here in Chicago for August 19th to the 22nd. So we got ourselves a super show. So what's gonna be happening in August. So Jesse, you keep on kicking ass and taking names. So there's only one way to really end the show, folks. Please support Jesse Jett. Follow him and support the crew at INN. They're doing some great work. It's a dedicated team out there. They've been speaking truth to power. And I got nothing but good things to say to INN. They're being censored. They've dealt with the jackboot of censorship, and Indie News speaks truth to power. So as a final note, Jesse, I'm gonna have you sing one more song, but I'm gonna take it easy on your vocal cords. No pun intended. I'm gonna have you, Jesse, sing a song from wrong link too, and I just screwed that up right away. Deep pop culture. That's right. We're gonna listen to deep pop culture as always. No. You're
gotcha. Okay, nice.
You're taking it easy because we're wrapping up the show. I want you to take it easy. It's late. Oh my God, so that means if it's 10:38 here, it's 11:38 there. So Jesse, the king commands. You have spoken. You've done some good stuff here, folks. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Everybody here so much. Much love. See, look, Jesse's saying I love you guys. See, everyone give a heart emoji to Jesse right now because he put that in the chat. So we're going to be wrapping up the show, folks. Again, Hardlands Media is live every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Central on YouTube, Rumble, Rockman, Odyssey, and Kick. Follow Jesse Jett on all his social media. Follow INN on all their social media. Support Jesse Jett and his work. Really looking forward to seeing that big show with Due Dissidence, Jimmy Dore, Jose Vega, and they're going to have Jesse Jett there as well. It's going to be a fantastic event. There won't be a patron show tonight, folks, but on the weekend, Saturday, I'll be posting some photos of me getting my learn on how to run the studio. So there we go. That's going to be a lot of fun. So Jesse, any other final words before we wrap things up?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, stay safe. Drink water.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do drugs unless you're bored. Look out for your neighbors.
Brilliant. Freaking brilliant. Love it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Life-changing video. So, folks, I'm up out of here. Take care. Peace. Jesse, much love to you, too.
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to save. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe? I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to say. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe?
Fresh off the masses, the brand new cancerous growth, who has come here to vie for your vote. Come here to cry at the camps and to mourn at the shore for the bodies that float by the wreck of an immigrant boat. Then it's back to their luxury home, couple security booths and a moat. Couple cigars, little escargot, little booze and a soak. Just breathe in the steam and the smoke. Pink salt, lavender, candles are low. Shit, when you do what you do, gotta lighten the load. And he got a life of his own that's a sight to behold. And it's a lot to control, to decipher the code, or to siphon the soul. The cost of a good night's sleep for the working elite is a bargain, no matter the toll. Worth any wager, and that comes straight from the mouth of the means to the goal that will swallow us whole. Right for the picking if you don't mind mold, and you know I don't. Maybe we're pleasantly prone, maybe we're taking a licking, compliantly ticking and ticking and ticking, but never explode. No, I don't deliver the prettiest image, but damn if it isn't an accurate vision of natural fission, of rage at the system and abject heartbreak, patiently waiting for any who will listen. That little blue bird who was watching your words is a federal carrier pigeon, a Langley first. It's a patient observer who hears what it wants and is trained for the worst. Oh, you got nothing to hide. They'll be the ones to decide that after they root through your purse, after they read all your text, after they raid your apartment, confiscate all of its contents, then conjure up evidence out of the air on a wing and a prayer and malicious intelligence nonsense. Any presumption of innocence long since gone, right along with your comforts and constants. Historically, first they will come for the communists. So why in the fuck would I say I'm a communist? Well, it might be I love my community more than the monsters of opulence who are holding us hostage, who are vomiting promises. Might be I'm all done seeing our pensions and benefits harvested. Might be I'm all done watching the populace being disarmed in the guise of an armistice. Watching a woman collapse on the floor who will rise no more. She is wheeled out the door and you're next in line for the pharmacist. If you can get me to vote, it's a hard no confidence. But part of the charm of deception is politics wearing the mask of incompetence. It's all in the art of austerity, darling. It's all in the slide of the providence. Until home is as wide as your cubicle height and is only as deep as your coffin is. Maybe I'm miles away from impatience, aching to break off the head of the snake where the capital lust, reptile brain, and the margin of profit is. Like off with his. Like off with his.
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to save. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe?
야시리. 야, 그 19세 그 19급? 너무 좋아하는데?